Islam is the fastest growing religion in the world. A lot of people are converting. But the thing is, although that sounds like a good thing, they don't tell you about all the negative. They don't tell you about all the bad. There's a lot of people that are leaving Christianity to go to Islam. A lot of people that are going from Catholic to Muslim. A lot of people are going from Protestant to Muslim. A lot of people are going from Jew to Muslim. So it's one of those things where, what's the negative consequence? Everybody tells you about how amazing it is. Everybody tells you about all the things that's going right. But what are the negative consequences? Because not only is it not what they make it seem, but there has to be something wrong. There has to be something that's not, nothing is ever, if it's too good to be true, then it is. If it's too good to be true, then it is. If it's too good to be true, then it is. So this sounds like it's too good to be true. So I thought, okay, let me make a video breaking down the few things that, that people actually experience that people no one really wants to talk about, okay? And one of the main ones is the fact that people lose friends and family when they convert. If you're born into a family that says Catholic, your whole life you're Catholic, your mom's Catholic, your brother's Catholic, your dad's Catholic, your cousin's Catholic, everybody's around the Catholic. You went to a Catholic church, you probably went to a Catholic school. You probably didn't trust the religion the way you thought. You probably didn't like everything about it. There's a time where you believed, there's a time where you didn't believe, or you're going through your journey, whatever it is. Maybe something about the Catholic Church or the people or whatever it was, or just the fact that you wanted to be a rebel with your parents and not believe what they believe, whatever your reason is. Something about the Catholic Church made you want to leave it. And you're still religious. You still want to believe. You still want to be saved. But the thing is, you just don't think that that is the correct religion. You just don't think that that is the correct denomination. You just don't think that they're doing the correct teachings. Because a lot of people look at the same Bible, but interpret it different. A lot of people look at the same books, but they have different interpretations. So it's one of those things where if you realize that the way that they're interpreting the Bible is not the way that you interpret the Bible, and you decide, hey, I think I want to leave because I want to go somewhere where people have an interpretation that's similar to mine, and you just happen to see that Islam is one of those ones that have a similar interpretation that you do, and you find out that there's a final book that also has the same interpretations that you would have, explains all those questions that you always had, explains the scientific proof of why things happen, how things happen, and explained it before even the scientists that we use now knew about it. So it's one of those things where they decide to convert. You say, hey, I'm going to go over here because it teaches my way of thinking. It teaches my perspective. Okay, so I'm going to go over here. You decide to convert to Islam. You take the Shahada, you say the phrases, you go join the mosque, and now you're Muslim. Okay, you're doing your thing. You're happy about it. You feel better. You feel great. You're excited about it. You're excited for the journey. You feel like you're going to be saved. You and God have this connection. Everything's going good. But then you go and you tell your friends and family about it. Or your friends and family start to find out. Then not everybody has the reaction that you would expect to have. Your mother's wondering, why are you converting religions? Oh, did they brainwash you? Oh, did you turn to a terrorist? Oh, what made you go this way? Why do you want to be oppressed like the women are? And you're not only disagreeing with them, but you might be trying to explain to them, hey, it's not what you think. Hey, it's not as bad as you think. Hey, all those are misconceptions. But it doesn't always work out for everybody. So it's one of those things where you might lose friends. You might lose family. You might lose people that are closest to you because you decide to convert. There are a lot of people that want to choose smoking, drinking, partying, doing whatever it is, rather than not converting to any religion. So there might be a reason that somebody was not already religious, or they might have been religious and they might have been a different religion. But now that you converted to the religion that you want to, a religion where you feel at peace, a religion where you feel connected with the people, a religion that you have been taught a lie about and you discover the truth yourself, people are not always going to agree with you. People are not always going to like that. People are not always going to support you. So it's one of those things where you have to realize that once you convert, it doesn't mean that everybody else is going to convert the next day too. You might find your truth today, but it might take your parents to find the truth 10 years. Or your parents might never find the truth. And it's one of those things where you can't force anybody to convert, just like nobody can force you to convert. But it's one of those things where once you convert and you're firm with the conviction, like I said, you just explain to people. If you lose the friends and family, you choose God over them. Because at the end of the day, as much as we don't want our parents to die, as much as we don't want our siblings to die, when they do die, just like you have to be having the judgment day with God and you have to answer for all the consequences, all your sins, your parents also have to suffer. Your parents also have to answer for all the consequences and all their sins. So when God asked them, hey, your son or daughter found the truth, and they try to tell you about it, why did you not support them? Why did you bash them? Why did you, get mad at them? And it's one of those things where your parents have to answer. And truthfully, they might answer, oh, I was scared for her. Oh, I didn't really know. Oh, I wasn't educated. Oh, I didn't know the difference. Oh, I didn't know about the misconceptions. Oh, the way it happened. Whatever it is, they might answer for it, you know? But it's one of those things where that doesn't mean that you can't still be that religion. Why? Because like I said, at the end of the day, when you die, you want to be saved. And not only can you be saved, but you can pray for them too. So once you become Muslim, not only can you pray for yourself, not only can you pray for the people around you, but you can pray for the people that aren't even Muslim too. Meaning you can pray for the parents that don't support you. You can pray for the siblings that don't support you. You can pray for the friends that don't support you. Okay? And like I said, one way or another, you're still going to believe what you want. You're still going to be happy at the end. And even though they might hate you for it, they're going to love the fact that you stood with your convictions. They're going to love the fact that you respected yourself. They're going to love the fact that you held true to what you believe in and didn't change just because the people around you wanted you to change. So at the end of the day, you'll be able to sleep good at night, you'll be comfortable in your own skin, and you'll be saved by the grace of God. And like I said, just because other people don't convert doesn't mean that you also can't be saved. Okay? So, like I said, at the end of the day, not everybody wants to convert to Islam because they don't want to have the falling out with their parents. They don't want to go through that. They don't want to be bashed. They don't want their friends to think they're weird. So it's like a lot of people aren't there yet. But it's one of those things where that's something that we have to bring up. Because a lot of people might be like, oh, Islam this, Islam this, but they don't talk about all the negative. They don't talk about all the people that are going through the motions, all the people that are experiencing the negative consequences of it all. Okay? So it's one of those things where, like I said, you can still be saved, but we have to bring that to the light. We have to understand that it's not always peaches and cream. It's not always cherries on top. It's not always banana smoothies. It's like sometimes you have to take it with a grain of salt. Okay? Sometimes you have to take it with a grain of salt. But like I said, that's why we have this channel. We could talk about this stuff. You can let me know how you feel. You can let me know how you handled the relationship with the friends, family, or the people around you. What happened when you converted? Or why haven't you converted? Or why don't you want to convert? And it's like, well, do you think you'll ever convert? And if you do convert, would you try to get other people to convert? Just like I said, it's like whatever questions you're asking yourself and you've come to a conclusion, you come with the answer, let me know why you believe what you believe. I'm here telling you what I believe, so you can tell me what you believe. And like I said, I reply to all the comments. If you tell me, some of y'all like to type a whole story and tell me about the beginning, middle, and the end of your life. And like I said, I'll sit there and read it all. I'll even reply to it. Okay? So at the end of the day, everybody talks about all the good in Islam, but you have to bring up some of the negative consequences. And like I said, it doesn't mean you shouldn't convert, but that's something that you have to keep in mind. Because we want to think logically. We want to think critically. So it's like we don't want to just fall to the emotion and just do it just because everybody wants us to. Or just do it just because you feel good. You have to understand, and you have to be able to understand and explain why you feel that way. So like I said, if you enjoyed this video, give me a like. If you enjoyed this video, subscribe to the channel. And I'll see you guys in the next one.